Hi everyone, welcome to today's presentation on crafting the island lifestyle you absolutely want. First of all, a warm welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie Aline. I'm a lifestyle and business migration expert, someone who is from the Caribbean and truly passionate about the authentic Caribbean. This channel is dedicated to providing the tools to migrating either your lifestyle or your business to the Caribbean islands, whether it is partially or fully migrating that business or lifestyle. And this presentation applies not only to persons who might be moving to the Caribbean for the first time, but persons who may be from the Caribbean and moving back here after many years abroad, like I myself did. So I hope you find both the channel and this presentation useful and helpful. So instead of wondering when your next vacation is, maybe you should set up a life you don't need to escape from. This is one of my favorite quotes, and one that by Seth Godin, and one that I try to live my life by, and which I find most of my clients are seeking to do as well. So how do you do that when that life that you don't need escape from is in the Caribbean, when the Caribbean is calling you that island lifestyle? And certainly that's not for everyone, but it is for some. And this is just meant to be a sort of useful guide to preparing to leave or preparing to transition your lifestyle to the Caribbean islands. 10 steps to island life. 1, get clear on your why. This is very important. It's really at the core of things. Examine your current circumstances. What's going on in your life right now that you wish to change or to expand on? Is it time? Are you requiring more time to spend on your passions, on your hobbies, or with your family? Is it that you're trying to slow that pace down from the rat race? I know that was something that was very important to me in moving back, was more time. Are you looking to live a life of wellness, increased wellness? And does the island lifestyle sort of suit that idea you have in mind? Are you looking just to enjoy some more sunsets, or the glorious sunshine? I mean, any of these things, any of these reasons, or your own personal reasons as to why. Why is it that you actually want to make this transition? It's very important to get clear. Number 2, once you have your why, then what will satisfy that why? You need to think about experiences and outcomes at this stage. So if it is that you want to live a life where you are enjoying your hobbies, what are your hobbies? What are these hobbies? Is that diving or snorkeling? Is it hiking? So you need to think about the exact experiences that will satisfy your why. Is it that you need more time? If you need more time, what is it that you're going to use that time doing? What do you envision yourself? Is it laying on the beach? Is it time swinging in a hammock? Think about the specifics at this point. Also think about what other outcomes. If it's business that you're going to do, are you going to be to continue working for another agency, another company, and do it remotely, or your own company and do it remotely? You need to consider these sorts of outcomes as well. Or is it that you want to live, to have a little tiki bar on the beach? I mean, these are the sort of considerations at this stage. What exactly will satisfy that why? Once you've accomplished that, then you need to look at which locations offer your ideal experiences and outcomes. So various islands are more suited to certain lifestyles. For example, if you're looking for a nature-oriented lifestyle, something that encompasses hiking and that sort of thing, or less people, you might want to look at a less densely populated country, and one that is well known for its natural resources, for its nature, such as the nature isle of Dominica. Of course, where I am at the moment, I'll just give you a sneak peek of Dominica. Here I am at the beach, near the beach, but also near the rainforest. So you really want to narrow your location options down. Which of the islands is going to give you what it is you're looking for. Run through your list and check off those boxes. Then you get to number 4. What are the processes involved? Will you require second citizenship or residency? Because, one option might suit you better than the other. So you need to inform yourself as to what options are available for the locations that you've narrowed down. Setting up a business. Are you going to require to set up a business as we talked about earlier? Or are you going to work for another firm, which allows you to work from home? And one point on this, since 2020, Zoom has just, blown up. And what we've also seen in this industry, in the migration industry, is that many people now have the option of working from anywhere. They have the option of working from home, which means that they have the option of working from anywhere, right? And so it's opening up the minds of many that really they can continue to work. They can continue to have a productive lifestyle in their business, in their industry, from anywhere in the world. They can move much easier. So many people are looking for that alternative lifestyle. Do you require to get professional licensing? A couple of weeks ago, I've been looking into one of my clients getting her dental license. She is a dentist. She's been a dentist for many years in the US, and now she plans to practice on island. She plans to practice in Saint Lucia. So we've been going through the process of that. Do you require banking? Do you require schools? Are you going to bring your family across? Do you have children? Do you need to look into schools? So you really want to look at the processes. What's the process of getting your children into school? What's the process of bringing the family pet over? My cousin and his wife are coming over, and we had to look into getting their hamster across. So these are the sort of little things, little details that you definitely want to take into consideration at this stage. And that takes us to stage number 5. Choose a location. So you've narrowed down your location to a few islands which meet your needs. Now you really want to choose. You want to get specific. And by this time, your gut and your heart have already decided what it is that you want. And so, get specific now and look into the details of that particular island. Number 6, you want to map out your island life and business plan. So what will your days look like? This is where you really get specific. You narrow it down. You imagine the location you have chosen. You research that island and you figure out what it is that you really want your day to look like on a day-to-day basis. If you're working from home off of your laptop, like I do you want to spend like the first hours of the morning, the first 4 or 5 hours, like Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week? Do you want to spend the first 4 or 5 hours working at your laptop and then take a break, go for a swim, go for a hike, etc., right? Like, what is it that you really want to do to satisfy your life, to live that abundant lifestyle that we all can have, and it's not as difficult as we imagine it is? How do you operate your business or turn in your deliverables? So at what time do you need to turn in certain deliverables? From my sort of industry, I know that I have to work before 1. I need to get things across early in the morning and be communicating with all government departments, make sure our clients' documents are in, that sort of thing. So you have to consider your particular circumstance and decide what's going to work for you. Part-time or full-time residence? What is best suited for your lifestyle? Do you want to move to the Caribbean full-time, or do you want to live part-time? And both ways are doable. And that's something that is really unique to each person. You have to decide what's right for you. We have some people who live 6 months on the islands and 6 months back home in their country of origin, or perhaps they do 3 months on the island and the remaining months in their country of origin, or vice versa. So it really depends on the individual and what they're looking for, but you want to get specific with you. Do you want to be a citizen? Do you want to belong? Do you want the rights and responsibilities of a citizen? These are all the questions to ask yourself while you plan. Number 7, what will you need to make that plan work? So now you have a plan in mind. Get specific as to what will be required. Do you want to have a restaurant on the beach, as we discussed before? Maybe you need specialty items. Maybe you're going to have your own brand of gelato on the beach, walking up and down in a wheelbarrow, whatever it is that you want to do. Perhaps it's a much grander idea, of a restaurant you'd like to do in a trendy district. You need to get clear as to what are the specific items you need: equipment, furniture, specialty items, as we said? Do you need a property? Do you plan on running an organic farm, on one of the islands suited for that? So get specific, make a detailed list of what will allow your life and business plan to work. Number 8, create a budget or a financial plan. First of all, you need to get trusted advice on the costs involved, because not only the costs involved for getting there, the costs involved for citizenship or residency, if that's what you're looking for to set up a company, but also if you were to import goods. So you need to look at the duties, get trusted advice on what's the cost of goods, if you have to import goods, what's going to be better. Are there some things you can source on island which might actually be better for you, or is it going to be cheaper if you import them? So depending on the good or the item, it's going to vary. So you need to do your research as it relates to that. Also look at the price range for your ideal property on your chosen location. So you want to get a good idea as to what to expect in terms of price range. Number 9, put your ducks in a row. So plan an exit strategy, right? You need to, if you're going to leave a job, then you have to give them adequate notice. And maybe in some cases, and quite often now, jobs are allowing people, places of employment are allowing people to live a more relaxed lifestyle, because employee wellness is such an important thing, and because Zoom has opened our eyes to the fact that we can still be productive when we're not in the office. And so many people are cutting overheads as a result of that. So perhaps you want to ask your place of employment, whether you can continue working, but maybe a few months out of the year or full time work from abroad. I've known personally many people who have successfully managed to do that, who've asked their employers and were granted that, and their employers were happy to grant that, just to know that they would be healthy and happy, turning in deliverables from abroad. So that's something you want to look at, to plan your exit strategy. And maybe it's your own company, so you need to put things in place for your company in your country of origin, so that your company can continue to run without you if that's necessary, or the systems in place to be able to run fully online from wherever you are. Right? Get your application started. So if you're looking at citizenship or residency, get those applications started. If you're looking for an ideal property, get the virtual tours going, get your search going, start to narrow down your options. Contact schools. So you've already done your research on schools, you know the processes, get the ball rolling, get your kids' documents together so that you can have that, you can get that process started. Start sourcing your goods and putting together your shipping container. So these are some of the major things that you want to take care of at this stage. And then, as Marie Forleo says, clarity comes from action, not thought. Again, another saying that I really live my life by. Clarity comes from action, not thought. If something is really tugging at you and you feel pulled or called to the islands, I did over 10 years ago, I did feel pulled to come to the islands and to come back home to the islands. And now I live on 2 islands, and I work with all the Eastern Caribbean islands. So I go from island to island quite frequently, and I live properly on 2 of them. So, and I know it just means starting that journey, taking that jump. So really and truly, step number 10 is to just make the move, and enjoy it. Enjoy freedom, enjoy a lifestyle that fulfills you and that you don't need escape from. I mean, this was simple, and I hope it was helpful. If you liked it or you thought it was helpful, feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to know, to have access to any more of our useful tools or any of our offers that come available that we'd love to share with you if you are called to live a lifestyle in the Caribbean. So happy to share that with you. Take care.